Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I was on the road for most of the weekend, had one day of chilling, and now back to the charts. BTC went down on Saturday just a tiny bit, a little bit up on Sunday, and now we are going down again. Question is, have we now really topped out, or is there a final move to the upside? We're going to dive into the chart right away, but first I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also a very warm welcome to the new subscribers, and if you like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, those links are in the description. Alright, quickly then head over to the chart. BTC USD here on the 1 hour. We have gone up a little bit and a little bit of a rounding bottom here, but now we filled by resisting of the value area high. This value area high have been bouncing up and down on many levels. Has been here, it has been way higher at 17,600, but because there are more and more candles in that value area profile, so that's this yellow and blue indicator, therefore the point of control value area low and high will switch. And if there's enough candles in there with a very long price range, then usually it stays at the same price level, but sometimes it can just move up and down a little bit with $100 or $200. Alright, with that being said, so this is now a little bit higher, then now we are going down as we speak. Before that, actually, you could also, by the way, let's do this right now here during the recording, you could also say, you know what, this is a little bit of a trading range right here. And then we also just dropped below the very local value area high here at 17,100, and the point of control is just underneath us is 16,000, let's say 17,000-ish. So we should be there almost, and that will be then the next support level. But the question, of course, is are we topped out or not? Well, it depends a little bit on what point you're looking at it. If I pull this out, this is the market Cipher B, then there is another bearish divergence here on the 1 hour. It is slightly, but it is one, and so it will be played by traders in the market, where this momentum wave is a little bit lower than the previous one, and the price makes a new high, and therefore you could say, you know what, that's a bearish divergence, people are shorting it, and the value area high, and that's resistance, so people are shorting it then to the downside. On the 4 hour, that new momentum wave was higher than the previous one, as you can see right here and right here. So no bearish divergence there. If that would have happened, I would absolutely have shorted the farm. Right now, I have not done that yet. Matter of fact, I'm not in any trades. I closed my long during the weekend. But there is still this price level here on top of approximately 18,000, and we also have a swing fill pattern at 17,500. In other words, there is liquidity, there are stops at that level, so it would be very juicy to go up, take that liquidity, and then go down. And also as a market maker, if you want to dump the price, you want to do that where the most commitment is in the market, so that is as high as possible. On the other hand, if you want to load up the bandwagon, you want to do that at the bottom where there is barely any commitment in the market, so you can buy for cheap. So that's kind of the idea. Alright, if we are going lower, then the first point that could be interesting is this 17,700 to approximately, 16,700, don't know what's going on today, 16,700 to 16,500. We have the point of control and the golden pocket right there. That will definitely give us a reaction. If we lose that, then we have the value area low, which also shifted a little bit more to the upside at 16,300. But I am very much interested in this nice rounding bottom here at 16,000. If we break that too, then here the 15,500, which we might test in the next week or two. Reason for that is the following: the dollar index and the S&P 500. This we have talked about last week. We said I am keeping a very close eye at this momentum wave right here, because if this starts curving up, we're getting a green dot here on the daily, and we get follow through, a rounding bottom on the money flow, we're already seeing that the VWAP is curving to the upside, then we have a very big bullish divergence on the dollar index on the daily. You bet your ass that this is then going higher, maybe to create a very big lower high or to attack the top. But whatever it is, it will drag Bitcoin down. So if the dollar index is pumping, BTC is dumping, and the other way around. I'm not saying right away we are going to 10k. Maybe we are just going to test the bottoms here at 15,500, but expect severe downside once that happens. Something that also plays in this narrative is the future market, the S&P 500, the ES1, if you want to look it up in Tradingview, ES1 exclamation mark, and that is that we're forming this big rising wedge, which usually is a bearish pattern. We have not broken out yet. We crossed above the golden pocket just slightly, hit the top, and now going lower. If we would break it, and I think it will not happen today, but maybe tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, then eventually the target all the way to the downside is approximately 3,500. And I said already, once we made this bottom, I want to see some kind of retest, maybe an SFP, maybe a big W pattern. I want to see some kind of extra action here at this bottoms. Usually, and I also said this for Bitcoin, a tap to the bottom, then just going higher, yippee-ki-yay, the bull market's back in, let's go to 100k. That never happens. You want to see some more action here at these bottom prices. So this actually could confirm that perfectly all the way to the bottom here, 3,500, or maybe even lower, who knows. But if this then dumps, then the dollar index can pump to the upside and BTC can visit the lows again or break them. Another interesting thing that I want to show you, excuse me, is that we are probably close to something like a bottom. Is that in one shot you see here that Tim Draper really thinks that BTC can reach 250,000 within a year. Absolute BS. Matter of fact, I will give all my money away if it hits 250,000. What a complete bullshit. We all know that will never happen. One down is that someone says, well, I think actually we can punch another 70% to 5,000. Well, the truth is usually always somewhere in the middle. He is probably way over leveraged and they probably already start buying in right now. But this is very nice because this is something that I always add to my theory, that the truth is somewhere in the middle. And what I mean with that is that if we go to my YouTube channel and we're going to this video right here, that's probably one of the best and most important videos I ever made and only has 11 views. Reshape the world, the financial endgame, when I'm talking about inflation, stock markets, correlation with crypto, what will happen with governments, just a quick overview, very macro perspective on what you can do to fight the inflation and to get through this period, but also how you can capitalize on this, shall we say, financial disaster that's now unfolding in the world. In this video, I'm also talking about creating a narrative, creating a range for yourself, and that is to take a lot of stories from the left side, from the right side, stuff that will never happen. For example, 5,000 for Bitcoin, for example, 250,000 for Bitcoin in a year, and then somewhere the truth is in the middle. So I do think that next year we could go up, definitely not to 250,000, but try to read these stories, although they sometimes sound absolutely ridiculous, but these stories are part of your range, of your narrative, of your outlook in the next couple of months or year to come. And this usually really helps. And then you can also, after reading this a lot, these kind of weird articles, then you can sometimes read the underlying, as in maybe this person is just over leveraged, or there is something else and there's a second agenda for this person, for this company, etc. etc. So there's interesting stuff and it helps you educate yourself more about the markets. Alright guys, that will be it for now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think this is useful, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram where I post pretty much daily. Thank you guys so much. See you next one. Bye bye.